recorded on this computer. Okay. This is a Soul Detective Level 1 Healing Past Life Trauma Protocol. And we have a delightful volunteer, Annie, who's volunteered to help us see the finished product of what a Soul Detective session looks like. So, Annie, what is it that is going on in your life right now that you think might have an invisible root in a past life trauma?
My migraines. I've been to so many doctors, been on so many medications for it, and nothing works.
Okay. And that is a sign that there could be something back there. When you try everything that medicine knows how to do and it doesn't work. So we're going to do some centering here again. Go down on the left and up on the right, and you want the center of your palm to draw a circle around the midline of your body in the area of the heart. Yes, we're treating the heart chakra. Say, I accept all my feelings about these migraines.
I accept all my feelings about these migraines.
And whatever it is, I accept my feelings about that.
Whatever it is, I accept my feelings about that.
I know the Creator loves me.
I know the Creator loves me.
And I love and accept myself.
And I love and accept myself.
Okay, good. Annie, I'd like you to put a hand palm down over the top of your head, and I'm going to surrogate test with my finger. That one locks. Good. And then flip this hand palm up, and that one unlocks. That is very good. Now, start on the left side of your body and get 2 fingers up under the collarbone, right up. Okay, good. That's excellent. And then take 2 fingers over here. This is a test to see. That's good. Hide the thumb, bend the wrist, and put a knuckle in that one. I'm checking for polarity. That's excellent. And on the other side. And that's good. Great. And now I'm going to ask you to look at a big X. There's a big X in your manual. So I'd like you to look at this X. That X is a floppy X. That's good. And now look at these parallel lines. And that one unlocks as it should. You have passed all the tests so far. One more. Hand over your heart. And we're going to go back and look at the X. And that locks as it should. And then look at parallel lines. And that unlocks. So I'm going to have you go back to the X because I want to end with something that locks. Good. So that indicates that your system is centered enough to test accurately. So the next step in the protocol, and if you want to follow along in your manual for others in the class, it will start at page, could look at the page 20. Page 20. I could look at the index and find out where everything is. So we've gotten center, and we want to now test for permission. We have permission to work with Annie on past life trauma right now. Yes, we do not have permission to work with this right now. We do have permission. And we would like to reset sacred space and just call for help. If there's all right, there's a little bit of background noise. I see Christina has muted her thing. I'm just going to mute. Well, I don't need to mute Beth because, okay, I muted everybody else. So if you want to ask me a question, you'll have to go to the chat thing. Okay. We asked to have an octahedron of golden light surround us. That's a 4-sided pyramid above ground and a 4-sided pyramid below ground, forming an octahedron. with a golden capstone above and below. We ask to be surrounded by a crystalline octahedron of clear white light that goes over the golden light to empower it, to amplify it, and to have standing around us beings of light, Raphael, Gabriel, Ariel, and Uriel at the sides, Michael above, Metatron, and Shamuel below. We call in Annie's guardians and guardian angels, and my guardians and guardian angels, and the ones for everyone else in our class here, because I've discovered when we have a group of people together, more angels come and it amplifies the healing potential for everything. I ask now to see, is there a past life trauma behind these migraines? And in soul detective work, because you have to check what's a yes and what's a no if you use yes, no, I'm only going to do statements. So I'm going to state there is a past life trauma behind these migraines. Yes. More than one? Yes. More than two? No. So we have two past lives that have trauma that are contributing to the migraine headaches. And by the way, when I push on my finger, if it's true, the muscle locks, and if it's not true, the muscle sags and goes down. When you do this work, you need to drink a lot of water, because when the angels flood their light through you, it's like a bright light and it dries out your nervous system. So you have to keep drinking. You get really thirsty. So there are two. I ask your soul to just pick the one that needs to go first. And we'll do that one. And then we'll see if the other one can watch the whole thing and join in with the healing. We'll do some tapping and things. And see if that one can also heal. Because when we have something that's unresolved, we always get another chance to do it. It's like if we fail a module, you can take it again. You might fail it the second time and have to take it a third time. So we'll see if we can multiply to the benefits here. So the next thing I want to see is who you were in that lifetime. That I'm going to gather some identifying information. That lifetime was male. Not true, it was female. Yes, and I'm just going to jot this down so that I can remember it. How long did Annie live during that lifetime? She lived at least 20 years, at least 40, no, at least 30, 25, 24, 23. Died at 23 years old. And I want to know what she died from. You died from an illness, an accident, no, an act of war, no, murder, no, suicide. Suicide locks. Well, there must have been a really good reason to want to end your life at 23 in that lifetime. Annie, as I'm testing, if I test something and it doesn't feel quite right to you, you speak up, because you are the expert on your own soul. And if there's more information than what I'm testing that comes in, let me know that too, if you want to add something else. At some point during the process, your soul will remember what it was. And when you start to get a download of the experience of that lifetime, then I don't have to test anymore.
Okay.
All right, I want to know what, just so I follow my protocol here, I want to know where it happened. It happened on the planet Earth. Yes. Above the equator? Yes. Western hemisphere? No. Eastern hemisphere. Okay. Just going to get my globe here. So we know it's above the equator in the Eastern hemisphere. It's in this strip here. No, it's in this strip here. Yes. So it looks like we have India, China, and Russia, and Iran, Saudi Arabia in there. Let's see, it is one of these. It tests for me that it's Russia. Does that make any sense to you?
No, but I felt that it was Russia as well.
You felt it was from Russia? Okay, good. Thank you. Now, next I want to know date of birth. In that lifetime, Annie incarnated at a date that was BC. No, AD, yes. At least 1000 AD, at least 1500, 17, 1600, 16, how many? 16, at least 50, 60, 70, 65, 64, 63. 1663 AD. Lived 23 years. So that you died in 1686 in that lifetime. Okay, so we've got some details here on what might have been going on that's still coming as these migraine headaches. And with hands over your heart, we ask you to go to the happiest time in that lifetime. And just remember, what was the happiest time in that life?
I was playing music, like I don't really know what it was. It was kind of like it was like an orchestra, but it was like very happy for me for some reason. I don't know what it was. I think I just was like in love with all that.
Okay, great. And ask this orchestra player who's just so in love with this music, what name shall we call her? And it doesn't have to be her real name, just what she wants us to call her. And the first one that comes will be the right one.
Sarah.
Sarah, okay. Mm-hmm. So introduce yourself, Annie. Tell her, you know, I'm a future incarnation of our soul. And I know that something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened that made you not want to continue your life. And I've come back from the future to help you because it will help me too. And see if she can understand that.
She feels really upset. I think had to do something with her parents.
Okay. Okay, so tell her, and it sounds like she's not only agreed to work, but she's going right to the next step of what's going on that's so difficult for her. So tell Sarah, we're going to go through what happened, and if you start to get really upset, we can stop and do some work to calm down, because we know it's over and you came back. So does she want to do some calming down work right now, or does she want? Yes, okay. So Sarah, do this. Go down on the left and up on the right, circling your heart. So we're going to do it with you. And everybody watching on the class, please help us. Down on the left and up on the right. I accept all my feelings about what happened with my parents that was so upsetting.
I accept all my feelings that happened with my parents that was so upsetting.
And I love and accept myself totally and completely.
And I love and accept myself totally and completely.
Accept all my feelings about music.
Accept all my feelings about music.
And about what happened with the orchestra.
And about what happened with the orchestra.
I know I got through it because here I am back in a body again.
I know I am because here I am back in a body again.
As Annie.
As Annie.
And now we have more resources.
Now we have more resources.
Have more resources of how to deal with things.
We have more resources of how to deal with things.
How's she doing? Is she okay to go on?
Yeah, a lot better. Yes.
Okay, all right. So, Sarah, go to what was happening just before the really upsetting thing. What was going on?
Before?
just before. We're going to sneak up on it. What was going on just before?
Just before she was coming home to her parents.
Okay.
She just came from something. She was in a good mood.
Okay. And go ahead.
Yeah, I just see her kind of walking down. She wasn't driving home, she was walking. And she has no idea what she's going to see. I feel like it's not, she doesn't know what's about to happen.
Okay. So we ask to put protection around her angels, guardian angels. And if something bad happened to her parents, we're going to help them get to the world of light. We're going to help her get to the world of light. We're going to treat the soul, because the spirit never dies. Bodies die, but spirits don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go forward until you need to stop, and then what happened?
She entered her house, or her parents' house, and she cannot find them, or she doesn't know where they are. I see her walking into a room with her dad laying there. I'm not sure why. Like, I don't know what happened, but the mom is sobbing over him. I don't know why.
Okay, and is her father alive, or did he die?
I think he died, but I'm not sure she knows that yet.
Okay. All right, so we're going to pause, Sarah, and we're going to do a little bit of a treatment here. I accept all my feelings about
all my feelings about
mm-hmm.
what's going on.
And about whatever it is that is so terribly upsetting to my mother.
And about whatever it is that's just so terribly upsetting to my mother.
And I want to check to see if there's a limiting belief blocking Sarah's ability to clear this trauma. There is at least one objection or limiting belief that Sarah has to getting over this trauma. No, she has no objection to getting over it. Okay. She doesn't have an objection. So, Sarah, we're going to do some things that look really silly. We're going to tap on our face and stuff. And class, it's on page 26 in the manual. So you can just follow my lead here, Annie. This is for Sarah, thinking about what happened. Tap under the nose, under the lips. We are rebalancing the flow of energies in the body. Beginning of the eyebrows. It's over now. It's time to get us all into the world of light. Good, and under the eyes. That's good. Under the collarbone. Under the arms. It's like under the armpit, right about where a bra strap would cross. I can do them both at once. Back to the collarbone. Oh, that's noisy. This is for Sarah. Outer edges of the eyes. I accept all my rage about whatever happened to Dad.
I accept all my rage about whatever happened to Dad.
Under the collarbone. And little fingernail. I'm going to start with my left hand, but just notice which hand you're doing. I accept all of my anger about what happened.
I accept all of my anger about what happened.
And back to the collarbone. Okay, and now the back of the hand, in the webbing between the ring finger and the little finger, we're going to tap 15 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Index fingernail. If I feel guilty because I wasn't there or whatever, I accept how everybody always feels guilty when bad things happen, whether it's their fault or not. It might not have been my fault. Okay. And the middle finger, and I'm going to ask you, Annie, to support that finger with your thumb.
You want me to support every finger I do with my thumb?
Yeah. Yeah, you get a little better stimulation of the meridian that we're tapping with support there.
Okay.
I, Sarah, renounce the past.
I, Sarah, renounce the past.
I recall my life energy from the past.
I recall my life energy from the past.
Good. Thumbnail. This would be the side by the other thumb if you had your thumbs together. Curve of the rib cage. The sides of the hands. This is for Sarah. And under the collarbone. How's she doing so far?
She's doing a lot better.
Okay, great. We're going to go ahead with our 9 gamut treatment. We're going to tap this spot and do 9 different things. Eyes closed, eyes open. Look down on one side. Look down on the other side. Look straight up and move the eyes in a big circle one direction. And then move the eyes in a big circle the other direction. Tap on the back of the other hand. Hum a few notes. It should be easy for Sarah. She has music in her blood. Count to 5 out loud, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And hum a few more notes. And we're going to tap all these points again, thinking about what happened with your mom and dad under the nose, under the lips, beginning of the eyebrow, under the eyes, under the collarbone, under the arms, back to the collarbone, outer eyes. If it hurts to tap, you can just hold there. Is it too jarring? Like, do you have a migraine right now?
No, it's not too bad right now.
It's not too bad right now. Okay, so tapping and say, I forgive myself for
I forgive myself for
taking my own life because I didn't know what else to do.
For taking my own life because I didn't know what else to do.
Forgive myself.
Forgive
myself.
Forgive myself.
Collarbone. Forgive myself.
Forgive myself.
And now the little finger of the other hand. Yeah, and support that one with, yeah, exactly. And you're right, it's on the side of the nail by the ring finger. I forgive myself for not knowing what else to do and not having reason to live and for wanting to die and for ending my life. I forgive myself.
Forgive myself.
Under the collarbone. And now back of this hand, 15 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And index fingernail guilt. I accept my guilt for ending my own life, for not knowing how else to deal with things.
I accept my guilt.
Yeah, accept my guilt for my decision.
For my decision.
Middle fingernail. I renounce the past.
I renounce the past.
I call back my energy from the past.
I call back my energy from the past.
I renounce the past.
I renounce the past.
I recall my life energy from the past.
I recall my life energy from the past.
Good. Thumbnail. And in every case, it's the bottom corner of the nail right there.
Okay.
Good curve of the rib cage. Sides of the hands. And under the collarbone. We have just tapped the comprehensive algorithm. It has all the meridians. And let's go back to Sarah. How is she right now?
She feels safe. She feels a lot safer than she did before. I think that was one of the big things.
Okay. And we remind her that we have asked angels to surround her, guardian angels to be there. And when angels are present, it really helps people feel safer.
Yeah.
So with her guardian angel there, as she's looking, go ahead. What happened next after Dad was lying there and Mom was sobbing?
She went closer, got a closer look, and there was blood coming out of his mouth.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. That some sort of, I don't know what that is. I don't know if he got shot or is that like,
was probably shot or stabbed, and there was internal bleeding and it was coming out the mouth. Okay. So was he dead or just dying?
He was dead.
He was dead. Okay, and then what happened?
The mom was screaming. I don't think the mom wanted her to see it. It was kind of she felt like the mom was kind of pushing her way at something that was, I feel like, I don't know, the mom just, it kind of hurt her how the mom was just pushing her away. Mm-hmm. It didn't feel right or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just, she felt it was selfish of her. I don't feel like they had a good relationship after that. I don't think they talked very much. So I definitely know why she killed herself.
Okay. Why did she take her life?
She had no one. She had no one after that. I don't think she had very many friends either. I think she had 2, maybe 3, but she did not. It was, I think her dad was a big part of her life, and that was that, like, she lost most of her friends because of it. I don't know if she stopped talking to them like her other couple friends, but it didn't, she feels very like lonely after, like she didn't really have anyone.
Okay. And could she still play in the orchestra after her father died?
I feel her locking herself up for a little bit. Okay. She didn't really, I don't think she went out even until she committed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she didn't feel like playing music because she was so unhappy. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think she really did anything.
Okay. So, and ask Sarah, how did the migraines, how did that happen? What was going on with the migraines? When she was locked up in her room, did her head hurt?
I think, yeah, I see her trying, I don't know, I see her trying to take pills. I don't know if that's causing them or if she's taking them to try to relieve them. I can't tell. I don't know. I see her taking pills though. I don't think she's telling me. I don't think she can for some reason.
Okay. So just to be sure, Sarah did not want to continue her life. It felt so alone and barren. Is that correct?
She did not want to continue it, no.
She didn't. And ask her, does she know that what she did end her life, or does she think she's still alive? What does she think?
I see a image of her her spirit rising up. Sometimes I see images, so I don't know what that means. I think it means that she knows she Is dead. I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
Okay, so she knows she's dead.
Yeah.
Now, where did her spirit go? I mean, when you're carrying all that grief and sorrow and loneliness, those are heavy feelings, and you have to be light to go up to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I see her floating up. I don't necessarily see her, people greeting her, I don't see her dad greeting her or anything. Her dad is there with her, though. I felt that in the beginning. Her dad is there with her.
okay.
But I kind of see her floating. I don't really see her going anywhere.
So she's out of body and what we'd call earthbound. She's stuck between the realms, and her father is there and he's with her, but they're both stuck. Is that correct?
Yeah. I think the dad is actually I think he's in heaven. I think he's somewhere, but I don't think that she is.
Okay.
Like,
so
he is
Dad is trying to reach out to her.
Yeah. He
Okay.
just can't right now.
Okay. All right. So ask Sarah, is she ready to have her angels take her into the world of light to see her dad again?
Yeah, she's very excited.
Okay. So we are going to check and see, how does she want to go? Does she want to walk up a stairway? Does she want to fly, go on a magic carpet? How does she want to get to where her dad is?
I think that she wants her dad and Archangel Michael to assist her.
Okay. So we ask Archangel Michael and her father to open up a doorway into the world of light, to come through that doorway and say, Sarah, time to come home. Come on over here, Sarah. Come with us. And watch it happen, Annie.
Okay, she's up there, yeah.
She has crossed, yes. Beautiful. And I had checked before, to all of her father's spirit is in the world of light. Yeah, he was already there.
Yeah.
So I want to check, is all of Sarah there, or is there a little piece of her stuck on earth yet? So I'm going to test. All fragments of Sarah's soul have successfully crossed into the light. I get a yes. There's at least one fragment that's still stuck. No. Okay. Now, we know that this same pattern of catastrophic loss of her father and feeling like she didn't have anyone and ending her life, that something similar like that happened in another lifetime. So we ask to multiply the benefits for a piece of her soul that got stuck in that other lifetime. And we're also going to multiply the benefits around the whole world. If there were any other young women or young men or old women or old men, anyone else who lost someone so precious to them that they just went into a depression and couldn't function and didn't want to live, that they would multiply to the benefits. Just plug into all the tapping that Sarah did and ask Archangel Michael and their loved ones to open up a doorway into heaven, and for their guardian angels to take them home, and to do that now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now here's the most important part of the protocol, Annie. What has your soul learned from this experience as Sarah? What is the lesson for your soul?
The lesson for my soul, I feel like she was really with her mom. I think she just did not forgive her. I think forgiveness was really, I think passing, it made her realize like she could have lived if she would just like wasn't what's the word? She wasn't just holding a grudge onto her mom. I think forgiveness is really big with this entire thing. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how does that lesson apply to the current incarnation as Annie?
Well, actually, I wasn't even thinking of this at the time, but my siblings, their dad died. So I never felt that I never felt that I'm really close to they're my half siblings. They're my half siblings. Sorry, that was probably confusing. But I never understood that. It was the day before my birthday, so none of them were there on my birthday. My mom wasn't. I was turning 9 or 10, so it was like a big deal for me, kind of. And I don't know. It was just because when I do things like I can really feel. I really felt what Sarah felt, and I never got to understand what my siblings went through. And I think that made me that really upset me on my birthday that they wouldn't, like, I didn't understand it. So I think I just helped them with forgiveness, and I think that I just helped myself, my 8-year-old self, also, because I think that really hurt her. Like, I had to live at my friend's house for a couple of days on my birthday. So that was like, that really, yeah.
Oh, well, when you're 9, that's a big deal. So
Yeah.
do this. I accept how much it hurt.
How much it hurt.
That my siblings and my mother were not there for celebrating my birthday.
That my siblings and mother were not there for celebrating my birthday.
Because their father died.
Because their father died.
And now I understand how devastating it is to lose your father.
And now I understand how devastating it is to lose your father.
And we're going to go the other way. This is not in the book, but we're going to just pull out that grudge and that being upset. I understand now. I'm letting go of all my rage at them for not showing up for my party, because they really didn't feel like celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
And I am worth celebrating, but they couldn't do it because of their grief. Yes. Pulling out my grudge against them for not being there for me. Mm-hmm. Because they were overwhelmed by grief. And then we're going to go clockwise again, down on the left and up on the right. That's as if I have a big watch on my big clock on my shirt. Okay. And I fill up my heart with forgiveness. I forgive them because I've learned that I'm happier if I don't hold a grudge. I'm really happier if I don't hold a grudge.
I'm happier if I do not hold the grudge.
Good. All right. I'm going to move to soul resonance. I want you to look at the soul of your father as Sarah's father. And is that feeling of that person, is that somebody in your life as Annie?
Is Sarah's father?
Yes, Sarah's father. Does that resonate to anybody that's in your life now? Sometimes that person has reincarnated, sometimes they haven't.
I think it's my father. That's really weird. Because my dad and I are not that close. But I feel he really loves me a lot, but we just are not close. So I feel like, but I feel the love that he has for her. And I feel the same. Okay. I definitely feel that, yeah.
So let's just double check. Sarah's father's soul is the same soul that is Annie's father now. I get a lock on that. That seems that it's true. Okay. Now, if that's true, what might your subconscious mind be thinking about your dad?
I've always tried figuring this. I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, how old are you, Annie?
I'm 17.
Okay, so you might be thinking, probably in another 6 years, somebody's going to kill him and he'll be gone. So I don't want to get too close because it hurts too much. And I'd probably kill myself then. So better just to put up a wall and not get too terribly close.
Yeah, that's like one of my biggest fears.
You
Yeah.
have a fear that he would die?
I have a huge fear that he might die, and I'm going to I'm either not gonna I'm not gonna know him enough or something, because we are not close. Like, I just won't be close with him for some reason. I just can't. But he's really spiritual too, so he's more into this than my mom is, so like I want to. It's just like something about it. I can't. But that would make sense.
So let's treat that in you right now, and we're going to do the reversal repair formula on page 25.
Okay.
Take your right hand
Okay.
and find where that kidney point was, just under the collarbone, then go down a rib, and there's a tender spot.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Okay. And circle down on the left and up on the right. And then with the other hand, we're going to find the same spot on the other side, and they're both going to go down on the outside. All of you in the class can try this if you can master it. Down on the outside, up in the middle.
Okay.
And repeat after me. Even though I'm too scared to get close to my father.
Even though I'm too scared to get close to my father.
Whether or not I think it's possible to get over this problem.
Whether or not I think it's possible to get over this problem.
Whether or not all of me feels I deserve to get over this problem.
Whether or not all of me deserves to get over this problem.
Whether or not getting over this problem feels safe.
Whether or not getting over this problem feels safe.
Because if I got close, then he could die again and I'd be devastated.
Because if I got close, he could die again and I would be devastated.
Yeah. Whether or not I give myself permission to be over this problem.
Whether or not I give myself permission to be over this problem.
And whether or not I ever get completely over this problem.
And whether or not I completely get over this problem.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and fully love and accept myself.
Honor and respect myself.
Honor and respect myself.
And I forgive myself for whatever part I may have played.
And I forgive myself for whatever part I may have played.
In trying to protect my heart by not getting close.
In trying to protect my heart for not getting close.
And I forgive my dad for getting killed in that lifetime.
I forgive my dad for getting killed in that lifetime.
But I really want to get over this because I don't like these migraine headaches.
But I really want to get over this because I don't like these migraine headaches.
Okay. All right. So check in again right now and ask of yourself, is it a good idea for my soul to take down some of that wall that I put up between my dad and me?
Yes.
Okay. And how great it is that you got another chance to be with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so that soul lesson resonates to this lifetime. Let me check one more thing. There is soul resonance of Sarah's mother to someone in Annie's lifetime this time. No, I don't think the mom that time
feel
is.
that energy in my life at
No,
all.
she's not there. So before we give thanks and close our octahedron, I'd like to count up how many others multiplied to the benefit of this. And first of all, I'm going to check with the other past life where you had a similar challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The other past life trauma that contributed to the migraines, that one also was able to cross to the light. I get a yes. Does that feel right?
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
I felt that in like the middle of it.
Okay, so how many others in the world were able to take this opportunity from the work that Annie did to get out of their grudges, to let go of all of that stuff, and to have their loved ones come and get them and go to the world of light? At least 10 more? At least 100 more. Yes, at least 1,000, 10,000, 5, 4, 3. Between 3 to 4,000 others. Wow. That's pretty good.
I love that.
Yes, okay. So we give thanks to our helpers, Raphael, Gabriel, Ariel, Uriel, Michael, Metatron, and Samuel, to your guardians and guardian angels, to the guardians and guardian angels of everyone in this group that helped us, to Sarah, to her father for coming to get her and for giving her life again in this lifetime. We give thanks for healing the invisible roots of these migraine headaches. And with that, we close our octahedron. And a final grounding is, I'm going to have you do a Hawaiian practice. We're going to say the Hawaiian word for earth, which is ba, B-U-H. And everybody in the class do this too to ground it. You stomp on the earth, say ba,
Ba.
and you do it 4 times. Ba,
Ba.
like you're earthing your foot. Ba,
Ba.
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 Excellent. Okay, thank you so much, Annie. And I'm going to stop the recording here.